Tyson loved scary stories, he loved scary movies, but most of all, he loved scary places. So when he received a mysterious letter addressed to him in swirling black ink, he knew he had to act on it. The letter was an invitation to Blackwood Manor, a dilapidated mansion perched atop a hill overlooking his town. Tyson had only seen it from afar, a silhouette against the setting sun, and heard whispers of it being haunted. The letter mentioned no sender. It simply read, "Blackwood Manor awaits. Find the heart of the manor and you shall find your destiny." Intrigued and a little scared, Tyson knew he had to go. He packed a small bag, grabbed his flashlight and set off towards the hill. The sun was already beginning to set. The drive to Blackwood Manor was eerily quiet. The closer Tyson got, the colder it seemed to become. The air grew thick with the feeling of being watched. He shivered. The old iron gates of the manor loomed ahead, covered in rust and what looked like cobwebs. He got out of his car and stared at the imposing structure. The mansion was even more menacing up close. As he pushed open the creaking gates, a sudden gust of wind rustled the dead leaves around his feet, sending a shiver down his spine. He walked towards the front door, each step echoing in the silence. He took a deep breath and knocked. The door creaked open before Tyson could even touch it. He pushed it further, his heart pounding in his chest. Dust motes danced in the single beam of light from his flashlight. The air inside was stale and heavy, filled with the scent of decay and something else, something unidentifiable. He shone his light around the large, empty entrance hall. Cobwebs draped everything. As his eyes adjusted to the darkness, he noticed a grand staircase directly in front of him, its once polished wood now rotting. He took a tentative step inside, the floorboards groaning beneath his weight. Suddenly he heard a noise, a soft thud from somewhere deep within the house. Inside, Tyson froze, his blood turning to ice. He listened intently, but the sound wasn't repeated. He cautiously moved further into the hall, his flashlight beam darting around the shadows. He ran his hand along the cold, damp wall, feeling for a light switch. His fingers brushed against something else instead. A door. It was slightly ajar, hidden in the shadows. He pushed it open, revealing a narrow stone staircase leading down into darkness. A musty, earthy smell wafted up from the stairwell. Tyson hesitated. Should he go down? What had made that noise? He decided to investigate the source of the sound first. He slowly climbed the grand staircase, each step creaking ominously. The air grew colder as he ascended. As he reached the top of the stairs, his flashlight flickered and died, plunging him into absolute darkness. He fumbled for his backup batteries, his heart racing. Then he saw it, a shadow, darker than the surrounding darkness, moving silently across the wall at the end of the hallway. It seemed to glide as if it had a life of its own. Tyson's breath caught in his throat. What was that? Tyson fumbled for his flashlight and finally managed to switch it back on. The shadow was gone. He stood there for a moment, heart pounding, trying to make sense of what he had seen. Was it just his imagination playing tricks on him in this creepy old house, or was there something more to it? He noticed something else on the wall where the shadow had been, an inscription barely visible beneath years of grime. It read, "The heart lies where shadows dance, behind the face without a glance." What did it mean? Could this be the clue to the heart of the manor? He had to find out. Can you solve the riddle, readers? What do you think lies behind the face without a glance? Share your thoughts in the comments.